you're here, that means you got this problem wrong, so we're going to work it out. Grandma Betty has fabric that is 1/8 yards long. She cuts a section off of the fabric that is 2.5 yards long. If she cuts the remainder of the fabric into sections that are 1/6 yards long, how many pieces will she have of this length? For me, I would draw a picture. So let's say this piece of fabric is the color red. And I'm just going to color it in, and it is 1/8 yards long. She cuts a section off of the fabric that is 2.5 yards long. So let's say she cuts off this much with some scissors. I'm going to shade this in orange just to represent. I'll draw some scissors to help me visualize that she cuts this. And that was 2.5 yards. Now, if she cuts that and takes it away, that means I need to subtract those two. So I'm going to do 1/8 minus 2/2. Now, if you know about adding and subtracting fractions, you know you need to do the Texas method. And you do it with mixed numbers only. So I'm going to do 8 times 8. That gets me 64 plus 1. That gets me 65/8. 2 times 2 gets me 4. Plus 1 gets me 5/2. Now, the next thing I need to do is make sure my denominators are the same. I have 8 and 2. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I can see here they share a common denominator of 8. So this one's already 8, so I don't have to change it, but I need to change this one. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 4 is 8. And we're going to bring everything down. So I'm going to subtract my numerators, but leave my denominators the same. So I need to do 65 minus 20. So I got 45/8. That's how much is left over here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to look at my other piece of work. So it says if she cuts the remainder of the fabric into sections that are 1/6 yards long, how many pieces will she have? So they have, this is right here, this is the 45/8, and I want to cut it into sections. So that means this is dividing. So I need to take that 45/8, and we're going to divide it by 1/6. This is already an improper fraction, but this one is not. So we're going to do the Texas method. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 gets me 7/6. Now that we're here, we're going to do keep, change, flip, because this is dividing fractions. So I'm going to keep that 45/8, change that into multiplication, and flip that 6/7. And now we can go ahead and multiply just straight across. 8 times 7 I know is 56. 45 times 6, I have to work that out on the side. 6 times 5 gets me 30. 6 times 4 is going to get me 24 plus the 3. 24, 25, 26, 27. I got 270. So right now this is my answer. But this is an improper fraction, so I'm going to make it into a mixed number by dividing. Now, 56 can't go into 2, and 56 can't go into 27, but 56 can go into 270. So I'm going to times this by, I'm going to pick a random number. How about 5? 5 times 6 is going to get me 30. 5 times 5 is going to get me 25, 26, 27, 28. That one's too big. So I'm going to do 56 times 4. 4 times 6 is going to get me 24. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 2 is going to give me 22. So 224. So I'm going to write my 4 here. 224 at the bottom. Borrow, that gets me 6. 10 minus 4 gets me 6. 4, 0. So there's 46. That's my remainder. So since that's my remainder, it's going to be 46 over 56. So we're going to take that 446 over 56 and rewrite it on the side. We can simplify this. So the way that I'm going to simplify this is I'm going to divide by 2. The reason I picked 2 is because they're both even. And I don't want to waste my time finding a multiple when I know 2 could work fine. So 2 can go into 4 2 times. And 2 can go into 6 3 times. So I have 23 over. Then I'm going to do 56 divided by 2. 2 can go into 5 2 times. It's me 1, 6. 2 can go into 16 8 times. So I have 23 over 28. Bring my 4 over. How many pieces will she have of this length? 4, 23 over 28. And that is your answer.